is going to be on Ryujin and Chaeryeong of ITZY, okay?
Let me just say, Gemini, Aries, my favorite combo, and it's not just because I'm a Gemini, but like, at the same time, every Aries that I've met, woo! Anyways.
So let's just get right into it. I'll see you in a minute. Bye! Let's get started with what do fans need to know.
We have slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. And we have the only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus back to love.
No matter what you think these two's relationship is, be respectful of others, okay? If you think they're friends, if you think they're more than friends, that's okay, that's cool. Don't judge others. Don't be disrespectful, okay? I'm getting May's kind of energy here, okay? Something about the other one makes them confused. Something about the other one's energy makes them a little confused. And I think the feelings between these two are a little...
like a maze, you know, it goes around in circles, it twists, it turns, you know, whatever. I think they might have a lot of panic moments, a lot of moments where it's like, that's interesting, like that kind of thing. It's like, no, my heart didn't just skip a beat, you know what I mean? Like, it's all good, it's all normal.
But I also think that these two are very gentle towards one another. Like, they're very gentle towards one another. I think they help each other out quite a bit in many different kind of ways. So, like, they're capable of sharing interests with each other and then being able to kind of relate to them even though it's not exactly something that they're interested in, if that makes sense.
I think no matter what, these two value each other as friends above most all else. You get what I mean?
I think they confide in each other. That's for real. Them together, they have very interesting dynamic. I think if you were behind the scenes and you were able to see these two in action, you would be like, okay, interesting. I think they are able to slow down with each other. So I feel like if they're just trying to relax and they don't want to talk, they don't want to do anything, they would choose each other to do that with. You get, like, if that makes sense. So let's say, like,
if they just want to sit in comfortable silence, they're capable of doing that with each other and still having good quality time. It's not like they're thinking in their head about each other. Dang, I wonder if they're bored. I wonder if I should say something. I wonder, They don't do that kind of stuff. They're just kind of like, if we want to sit here in silence, we can do that. Nothing's stopping us from doing that.
And that is real love right there. If you could just sit in silence with someone and not be bored, not let your mind run away, it's cool, it's peace. I think these two have a lot of good times together though. I think they have a lot of stories to share about each other, if I'm being quite honest. Embarrassing, funny, happy, sad, angry. No, I'm just kidding. But like, if these two were able to share what they do behind the scenes with the public, I think everybody would think this is a very wholesome kind of relationship. I can't believe I'm getting specifics here. So when Chaeryeong is feeling like maybe a little bit under the weather, a little bit insecure, she goes to Ryujin first because Ryujin is someone who can pick her up, pick her back up, put the pieces back together, hold her together in that sense. She gives her very encouraging words. And if Ryujin wants to have a good time, wants to be in a more uplifted kind of energy, she'll go to Chaeryeong. There's this kind of energy where they're both very quiet people, if that makes sense. In their personal time, they like to spend a lot of time alone.
And they can do that together, but they're also very, like, when the cameras are off, they're just kind of chill. They're both just chill, down-to-earth, chill kind of people, you know?
I find her cute.
So that could go for either one, like, you know, I don't know if that's like in an attraction kind of sense or just like, oh, she's so cute. She's so fluffy, I'm gonna die. Like, I'm dead.
There might be moments like that between these two, too.
These two can talk about literally anything with each other, like literally anything. They can talk about literally anything. Their emotions, their desires, their fears, like anything, any kind of topic, these two can talk about it with one another.
I think they feel very free with one another, but at the same time, there's something here. Like, it's a very balanced kind of relationship. If one of them needs time to themselves, the other one can recognize that without being told. They might watch animal videos together. They might share animal videos with each other. And we're gonna get into their chemistry with one another.
We have the Emperor, the Knight of Coins, and then the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Swords.
They both have kind of a similar work, like their work ethics work together. It doesn't even have to be similar. It just, they can play off of each other. You get what I mean? Like they can joke around with each other. They can have fun with each other, but then they can also be serious with each other, okay? I think as far as goals go, they have very similar yet different kind of goals with one another, if that makes sense, to one another. And I think they're both very capable of helping each other get there, get to where they need to be, keep each other focused, keep each other stable. And that can be stable in any kind of things, emotions, business, what's it called? Momentum. They can keep each other stable in almost anything. I think this Nine of Swords is telling me that there is an aspect of their chemistry, of their relationship with one another, that needs a little work. And I'm getting that it might be communication, since they're so capable of just telling what the other wants, telling what the other needs, just like going off their vibe, their energy. They're not very good at communicating openly about things that they can't share. You know what I mean? That they can't find the words to. I think sometimes they get a little distraught with one another because they're like, I don't know what she wants. I don't know what she wants. And I'm usually able to tell what she wants, but I can't tell what she wants. And I'm too afraid to ask. And that's kind of the energy that I'm getting here.
We have Aries energy. I'm dead. No, just kidding. Then we got Gemini energy. I'm dead. No.
One of them has a lot of wisdom to share, but like I don't think they're very open about the wisdom, and the wisdom that they could be sharing is it would be very beneficial to share for the other one. I think their chemistry has come a long way though. I think maybe at the beginning they couldn't tell how the other one is, and then through spending more time together, to being together way more, they figured it out. You know, they kind of figured each other out like that. They had to fill each other out first before I'm not even gonna, for this relationship, this chemistry, this bond could be better glued together. They went from
I don't know about that person to yeah. I know this person. I trust this person.
We Gucci, we good.
Do they share rooms together very often? I don't know. Do they share a room? Do they share something with one another? I don't know. I'm getting a lot of sharing kind of energy here.
No drug gonna get you high like dead. I just got the phrase, those who cast the first stone. Sometimes the words these two share can be a little harsh to one another. It might hurt the other one's feelings, or like words that they share with each other literally sticks with that other person because they're like, I know you're right, but I don't want you to be right.
That was that Aries energy. I'm right. You know, I'm right. You can't tell me that I'm wrong.
And then like if they do end up being right, then they're just kind of like, the other person, Chaeryeong is kind of like, well, I don't really care, I'm gonna be mad, I'm gonna be petty at you for a little bit, and then I'm gonna, come back and be, vibrant, happy, we'll be cool. I think they're very capable of talking at this time though. Like before they get back cool with each other, they can communicate with each other and be like, look, I know you were right, but I know you were wrong, but Sometimes these two can have a little bit of a petty energy with one another. I think there's like a friendly competition going on here. Who can get what first? Who can better themselves first? And while this can be a little bit unbalanced at times, I think above all else, this creates a bond between these two that makes sense. It makes sense to them. It doesn't have to make sense to other people. They have a lot of side jokes, a lot of jokes. They confide in each other a lot. Like if they're having problems with their family, if they're having problems with anyone else, they say what they truly mean to each other, or how they truly feel to each other, because they have that kind of environment where that's okay.
Oh shoot, we have the Justice at the bottom of the deck. They give and take equally. If they get a sour energy one day, then they're gonna give that sour energy back. Their feelings might be a little hurt, but it's still in a very balanced kind of way,
Let's do their tension.
We have the Moon card upright. We have the High Priestess in reverse. We have the Nine of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles.
There's more that meets the eye with these two, let me say. And there's a lot of stuff that fans, people, the public just doesn't know. There's a lot of things that people don't know, people can't see about the tension between these two. There's something thick here. There's like you could cut it with a knife. You could cut the tension between these two with a knife. They work very well together, period, in a lot of different sense. I think their emotions very much play into one another, and they're very capable of getting their energy rubbing off on one another. So like if someone feels a certain type of way, the other one will automatically feel that and start feeling that way too. There's something controlled here though. I am getting a sneaky energy with this moon card.
Between these two, there's something unsaid, something that literally they would never allow themselves to indulge in about each other. Like, let me say that. I mean, they have good times, they have lovely times, they work very well together, but there's something here, there's something deeper here. They could go deeper here, but they don't out of fear of the unknown, mainly with this High Priestess card in reverse. The tension between these two, think of them a snicker, okay? Like, I think they find each other very beautiful. They find each other very... There's something there, okay? Let me just say that. I don't want to get into, like, the details here, but, like, let me just say there's something very pleasing about each other, okay? But, like, honestly, that's a very Gemini Aries kind of thing. I'm not gonna lie. There's just this pull, this magnetism between these two, okay? Like, I'm not gonna sit here and threat you on that.
But it's hidden, like I said, and I don't think this is something that they very much explore, you know? I heard only when I'm drunk. I think these two... You know when something's wrong, because these two are very, when I'm going through something, I'm going to shut you out. I'm going to try to shut you out because I don't want you to see me that way. While they can talk about it, like I said earlier, there's just something here that's like, I don't want you to see me at my worst, you know?
So I'm going to say that they try to be very patient towards one another, but there's something about their attention, something about the way that their dynamic works with one another, that is just fire. It's pleasing, okay? It's very pleasing.
I think there's a lot of feelings that these two haven't shared with each other, like how they feel about each other, whether that's in a platonic sense or otherwise, you know? I just call it like I see it. I think it took them a lot to get to this point in their relationship where everything is cool, calm, and collected. Everything is cute.
The point that these two are at, what causes tension between these two, is that there's a pull. There's just a pull here. And they can sense that pull. They can feel that pull towards one another.
I think they both recognize that there's work to be done here. There's something to be explored here. Something to try out here. But they don't know if that will be very fruitful, and that's what causes tension between these two. They don't know if that would be right, okay. There's this energy of self-discovery, this energy of fear, or it's off limits. Like, let me say that's off limits. Now let's get into the energy shared between these two.
We have the Princess Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Temperance card in reverse.
Something needs to be said here. Something needs to be said between these two, because there's something that's off kilter right now. Something off balance right now. That until these words are exchanged, until these things are acknowledged, until these problems are dealt with, it's not going to be what it needs to be. It's not going to be as grounded as it needs to be in order for them to continue on the way that they have. So some kind of situation might have happened here with this Five of Cups. There are still good feelings with these Two of Cups, still upright, still right here, still by her. And there has been time between these two with regards to whatever the situation was that upset them, that disappointed them, to reflect.
So one of them can, like, they both recognize what they've done wrong, they both recognize what they've done right, and they both recognize how they feel.
Now, regarding whatever this was. And then with these Three of Cups in the water here, it's just something about spilled emotions here. Somebody might have been a little bit too free with their words. Like I was saying earlier, there's something about how one of them acts towards one another, towards the other one, hurts their feelings, and they don't talk about that. Now that they've had this time between whatever happened here and now, They recognize what they're trying to say. They recognize the truth.
So there were bad words exchanged. Something happened. Something disappointed somebody. The way that the other one acted, the way that whatever the other one said, it hurt the other one's feelings. Made them reflect on the inside, have to figure out how they feel. And that's the point that they're at right now.
This needs to be talked about, though. There's not much talking going on with this Prince of Swords. Very shallow kind of thing, when there's deeper things that they need to be talking about in order to bring this back, this temperance, this balance back. So there's a little bit of unbalance here. Something's unbalanced currently, but once they've had this talk, everything will be cool, everything will be fine, because they still feel that way about each other. All that stuff I said earlier, they still feel that way about each other. All those feelings are still there. Whatever went on, whatever happened, whatever tally. Yeah, I think it might have happened multiple times. It needs to be addressed. Something needs to be addressed, and that's what's causing this unbalance.
I think this will happen, though, with this Prince of Swords. These words will be exchanged. This energy that has been kind of held together will kind of come apart. You know, it'll come apart so that they can move forward in a better way, no matter what agreement they come to, what conclusion they come to. It'll be good because at least they've talked about it.
Alrighty, so we have made it to the end of this video. Okay, we have made it to the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a good day, night, evening, or morning. Okay, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.